feels good, or do you push through regardless? Hi, I'm Fiona Robertson and I'm the host of Practical Magic TV, meaning that you have spiritual assistance at hand. In other words, you can ask for help threading a needle, getting a car parking space, finding clients, creating your new home, creating a partner. But are you listening? Are you listening to how you feel? Didn't really know what I was going to talk about today, but something absolutely brilliant has come up that I want to share with you. Sometimes my body talks to me in very specific ways, and she was asking me, would you please get back to yoga? Would you please get back on the mat and stretch me and expand me? And it just feels so good. So I got back to yoga, and I follow this particular girl called Adrienne, and she does a 30-day program. In other words, you commit to yourself for 30 days to get on the mat. And of course, some days you can't always do it. Maybe you can't do it first thing in the morning, but you do it later in the afternoon. And it becomes such a nice feeling that you want to do it more. And then you want to do it again, and then you want to do it more. The feeling of feeling good. Now, this is what Adrienne says as well. Follow what feels good. In other words, she doesn't tell you what exercises you should be doing. Downward dog, halfway up, in the cobra, stretch here, stretch there. She's always saying what feels best to you. So you're not following just what the teacher is telling you. You're actually listening. So what are you listening to? You're listening to your body. Now your body is always coming up with feelings for you. You are a multi-sensory being. Not only are you feeling what is going on in and around your environment, and as that energy flows through, you get the choice of whether you're going to hold onto it, grasp it tight, or, oh, that's interesting, that triggered me, and then you let it go again. Follow what feels good. About a month ago, I was in a meditation and just sitting in a space, just thinking, do you know what? I created this home detox box, my detox route, when I first came to France. When I was breastfeeding with my 1-month-old, I was writing about the home detox box, and I created a product called the Home Detox Box. The Home Detox Box was one of my first businesses in France, and it felt good. And then I started running it as a retreat, and that felt good. And then I got more into the psychology of eating, emotional eating, fasting, ketogenic diet, hormones, and all of that, and releasing the stuff that's inside the body that is just not allowing your spirit and your soul to come through all the way. This is what we're here for. So it's kind of sat there, and it's sat there, and it's sat there. And every now and again, old clients of mine say, oh, I'll have a home detox box. I need to do a detox. I need to think clearly. I want to get in tune with my intuition. Fiona, send me a home detox. I was going, yeah, sure. And then about a month ago, I had this spirit intervention. So my spirit, my soul, is called Roma. And she said to me, do you know what would be an awesome idea? Would be if we could get the home detox box moving again. Now you can either sell it, or you can just hand it over to someone else who would be as happy with it as you were when you first started. It was a way to sort of promote yourself, get yourself out in the business, keep you healthy, talk about the stuff you love because your body's healthy. And a flash of an old client of mine who I'm in touch with came into mind, and I went, do you know what, I'll just ask her if she's interested. And she's like, hell yes, I'm really interested, because she was in the right place at the right time to move herself forward. She wanted a different kind of job, something that she loved. So this is how business often is. It's not selling something, it's not always being of service. It's like, how can you support someone else so that they rise up and they get into a really, really good place. And in turn, you enjoy watching them grow and watching them and their clients grow. And so it's just a mutual assistance going on. This is this great sort of figure of eight thing going on. And it felt so awesome. Again, it felt good. So I decided I will follow it. And I've allowed her the space to create whatever it is that she wants to create. Nothing to do with my direction or how I would do it, but how she feels good doing it. So practically magically, she came into my mind. I was talking about the home detox box. It came through me like, what are we going to do with that? We created it. We love the creation of something, but now it's there. It's kind of like, doesn't feel like it's yours to sort of promote anymore, but it's brilliant for someone else who wants to start being an entrepreneur, who wants to start doing things differently, starting their own course of making health for everybody and finding chiropractors, finding colonotherapists, finding all sorts of other things. I always put these cards that I have for just sharing the love, Reiki or detoxing and things like that in the home detox box. Places like gynecologists, you know, like where people are really worried about their health, or in doctor's surgery where people are really worried about their health. Whenever I've had a scare, if I've had an abnormal smear, or if I've had ovarian cysts, or if I've had anything like that, I know that when I go back and do a detox, my body realigns. It's just like, oh, this is just the rest we needed. It's just allowing me to come back into center and take the chance to do a retreat, a mini retreat. And then within that mini retreat, I set up myself to do all sorts of deep meditations and getting into the field of the miraculous, listening to my intuition. And I have certain questions that I ask myself always. What's my next step? Or who are my best clients? Or what's going on with one of my children? And I feel into it. I always follow my feelings. I hope this is helpful to you, because this is certainly something that has been brought down to me by the dragons, as a multi-sensory being. Multi-sensory being. We are to follow our feelings, what feels good. And I've known myself to be a bulldozer. I've known myself to absolutely ignore my feelings, absolutely ignore what feels good to me, and just go on regardless. I can be an absolute bulldozer, not looking, avoiding, ignoring, discounting, shutting myself down emotionally. So this is such brilliant advice, to follow what feels good. And that is always the intuitive way. That is how your spirit is coming through you. That's how your soul wants you to work out what feels best for you. Now, I've shown in the past, and I'll definitely show again, always what feels good to you is what feels at home in your body. So for example, always double check, what's my yes sensation? Please show me my definitive direction for yes. Am I swaying? And what's the feeling inside your body? Does it expand and open up like a flower, and you say, oh, that feels, I can breathe again. It's just so freeing. All right. Keep practicing with that, with every single thing. If somebody tells you something, tune in and say, is that true? All right? And then, what is my definitive direction for no? What's false to me? What's off? What doesn't feel good? And then you'll get a feeling in your body. Now, you may have a completely different feeling to me, but you can see I talk with my hands, and that's the way it feels. It feels like I can't breathe. It feels like I'm suffocating. And often when I'm with clients, I can feel that they are so struggling and they are suffocating and they can hardly breathe. I'm like, right, we need to clear this because I can't breathe. So we feel into the body of other people, and you do too. And sometimes you're being affected by what's going on in around your area. Your soul's showing you how someone else is feeling. And it's your choice whether you pick up on that, you think, okay, fine, that's their feeling, that's not mine. Soon as you know what you feel like, you can discount all the other feelings and nervousness and anxiousness and anger and depression and sorrow and hurt and sadness and judgment and criticism that's all around you all the time, because you feel it. You feel it through the television, you feel it through the internet, you feel it through your clients. If you can be rock solid in your own feeling of how you are, where you feel sweet, where you feel at home, there I am. That's me. So what am I feeling? Yeah, I'm feeling that. Is that something for me to pick up, soul? Yes, it would be a good idea for you to just notice that, but you don't need to hang on to it. Okay, fine. I'm feeling this. Who am I feeling this from? Them? No. From them? No. You know, you can feel that way. And ladies, if you have clients and you want to know whether they're the best clients for you, you can also feel into them before you have the conversation. You've got a conversation booked and you just think, I'd like spirit assistance with this. I'd like to know if they're the best person. Feel into the spirit in your soul. I'd like to feel what it would feel like if I was coaching them, if they were next to me, if they were in the next room, if I was face to face with them, and notice what it feels like in your body. If it crumples or if it feels uncomfortable, if you feel you're holding your breath, just understand your own nuances, because sometimes you bulldoze your way through and think, I can coach that client, I can help that person, but they would suck you dry, and it's not necessary for you to coach that person. On the other hand, if you tune into someone and nothing changes in your body and you feel still feel sweet and neutral and at home, I would like to coach that person. It feels great. It feels like I'm walking outside in fresh air. I feel free, I feel alive, I feel I can be me. I don't need to force anyone to do anything. I'm not going to pull them through the hedge backwards trying to get them to, you know, accept their soul or accept whatever it is that you're offering them. You can do that for anything. You can do that. Is this the right doctor for me? Is this the right gynecologist for me? Is this the right chiropractor for me? Is this the right partner for me? Is this the right, you know, you can ask as soon as you accept spiritual guidance, as soon as you accept yourself and your soul, and you marry and integrate that into everything, into your business, into your being a mother, into being a partner, a daughter, whatever, in your community, and you can walk down the street and just not be affected. Or you can ask, I wonder how that person's feeling, and then you can decipher it. Always follow what feels good for you. If it's not feeling good, it might be that it's not right this very moment that's the best time for you to do it. It might be, just wait a bit. Again, there are nuances to actually understanding how your soul is talking to you. And this is why I do the 6 weeks incubator, so that you get into the practices, you understand how your body feels and how your spirit is talking to you in every single sense. Physical symptoms, to do with the clients that you're getting in, to do with your business, your partner, but you understand yourself. You understand your yeses, your nos, the nuances, what's coming up to be seen and to be cleared. It is the most beautiful journey when you accept that you are on a journey with your soul. So this is Practical Magic TV. Every single week I'm here with stories about how spirit has assisted me, from threading a needle to car parking spaces. You have magic at the end of your fingertips. And if you're asking for something, just like, I would like to know what that's about, expect to get spiritual guidance back, because your soul wants you to know, and she's trying to communicate with you all the time. And it can come through your exhaustion. It can come through physical symptoms, and it can come through songs, and it can come through a leak in the house, or it can come through like what happened to me last year. My car broke down, the end just popped. I had all the kids in the car. We came back from the beach and we had a picnic, and the engine just went pop. So we had to push it, put it in a friend's driveway down that road. The next week my scooter broke down on exactly the same road, and I had to push it to the same driveway where my car had been the week before. And I was like, well, that's just bad luck. And I'm thinking, no, hang on a second, I wonder what that's about. And sometimes you can be too close to knowing what your answer is for yourself, and you need a sounding board. You need someone else to work it out with you. What are you picking up? What are you hearing in what I'm saying? What's going on? And between us, my girlfriend and I, we just went, oh my God, I keep taking the same road and getting nowhere. I keep breaking down halfway along the road. So that was my message to me, in a very long and hard message to pick up. And I'm like, right, okay, I need to go deeper. I'm ready to go deeper. I need to find out more, because I was just tickling the surface of what was really available for me on the soul and the spirit level, and how she was communicating with me. I'd got used to it, but I hadn't gone any deeper. There's always more to discover. There's always more love to experience. There's always more health to experience. There's always more joy, more excitement, more money, more adventures. I hope this is helpful and inspiring you to communicate, integrate, invite your soul to be more part of your life. My soul is my director. I don't want to make a move unless my soul has said, look at this, look at that. And if I'm asking a question, she's there to answer me. I'm Fiona Robertson. I am the host of Practical Magic TV, and I am an agent for your soul, so that you can hear your soul coming through to you in everything that you do. There is a message, always a message. And if you're looking for money, she'll be pointing you in the direction, like she did for me. Look at that credit card. There's no money in there, my mind was saying. And then she said, she kept persisting, and I was like, oh, I remember now, I do have money on that credit card, and that's going to pay exactly what I need for that airline ticket and the car hire when I go to the UK. And that was last year. All the time, your soul is helping you. When you ask for it, it shall be received. And God is in the detail, so make sure you're asking, and make sure you're asking for the details of what you want. Have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I will be back next Thursday again to do a Practical Magic Live.